Today we're doing some relaxed solo training and I want to talk about my new partner with you guys, Our House. Let's do it. Welcome to our spot for today, behind the local supermarket. This is it. Not bad. This dude just decided to park right in my run-up. Alright, time for the next spot. A little while ago I announced on my Instagram that I have a new partner and they're called Our House. And today I want to explain to you who Our House is, what they do, why I think it's kind of exciting news for the sport of parkour as a whole and for extreme sports, because they're not really a sponsor in the traditional sense. They do support me financially, but the way they're set up is completely different from any commercial company because they're a foundation. The German Sports Foundation was founded to fix one particular problem. This is the problem. Athletes in sports across the board, they're great value to the society. They're role model, they're ideals to strive for, and they're also a motivation to a lot of people. I can say for myself that a lot of athletes like Michael Jordan, Arnold Schwarzenegger, like reading their stories, watching documentaries, their biographies, was a great inspiration to me to push myself to the hardest and really find out what I'm capable of and challenge my own preconceptions of myself. And that hasn't just made me a better athlete, it also made me a better person. And I can imagine you feel somewhat similar if you look back at your life. So athletes they bring a lot of value to people and society of a country as a whole. At the same time, if you're an athlete and you make being an athlete your career, it's kind of a terrible career choice because there's very little ways to make money. You can't make a product, you don't really have a service because your time is focused training. So it's very difficult to be the athlete you want to be and to also make a living from it. And that's why they wanted to make it easier for these athletes to do what they do best. And they started the German Sports Foundation, which collects donations and then distributes them among the athletes that they support. And there's many other services that the German Sports Foundation offers their athletes. For example, they can give them legal support when they've got to figure out their taxes, for example. And they also have a whole division which just specializes on athletes when they retire from being athletes. They help them find internships and job opportunities with companies that the German Sports Foundation works with. And there's a lot of small aspects that make an athlete's life easier if they're part of the German Sports Foundation. And look at this. We have a nice ledge and we have some fresh sand, so let's work on some flips. So right now the German Sports Foundation supports around about 4,000 athletes, which is crazy. That's so many. And these athletes have been from traditional sports, Olympic sports, a lot of sports where it's easy to measure who's at the top and who's providing, who's really pushing the limits of that sport with competitions and clear rules. However, over the last years we've seen a lot of sports come up that are just as impressive feats of athleticism or just as inspiring to people and gets them motivated and gets them out there in the same way. And they felt like those sports should also enjoy that same support. So they now started their new division which is called Our House. And Our House is focused on these sports that are not necessarily competitive or traditional, that are like on the street and a bit more freestyle. And right now they started supporting 4 wakeboarders, 4 BMX athletes, and 4 parkour athletes, including myself, including Luca, who's also here from Frankfurt, Zoka and Andy Wöhler, who are all amazing athletes. And if you haven't heard of them, definitely check them out. I put their Instagrams below. And we all receive 500 euros a month, which is a great help. That pays for my rent, and that is amazing, and that makes it easier for me to focus on being a better athlete. And I want to also use that time to do more for the community, and I'm really excited. I'm excited, of course, for myself. I'm also excited because I hope this is something that's gonna grow, that's gonna continue to grow, and that's also gonna inspire, hopefully, other countries to follow suit. More parkour athletes can have an easier time doing what they love. And yeah, this is really exciting news. I'm excited to share with you guys. Now, there's a chance that I mixed something up and maybe didn't explain something properly, so I'm gonna link the German Sports Foundation website. I'm not sure if it's in German or English, but you can Google Translate if you don't speak German. And also the weareourhouse.de website, where you can find all the information on Our House and all those athletes. And if you want to follow along what all the athletes are doing, what Our House is doing, how that's going, please go to their Instagram, which I will also link below for you to check out. And now we're on our way to the next one. I'm really terrified of doing gainer falls, but I kind of feel like doing one today, so wish me luck. I suck at gainer falls. That felt terrible. Woof. Hey, okay, felt a little bit better. Maybe one day these won't be scary anymore. It's starting to rain again. I'm gonna get home. Today was meant to be a rest day anyway, but I'm glad I came out to do that. See you soon and take care. Stay healthy.